everyone, and welcome back to Melody Crochet Nook. Today is tutorial day, so I have made a tutorial on how to make this Valentine's Day envelope for Battle of the Stitches, and you can watch that video, the one that I posted earlier today. This is what we're going to learn how to make today. It's a Valentine's Day envelope and something that you can just make for a loved one. I have this little paper that says "with love" on it, and it's the perfect size to fit a piece of regular size paper, folded into thirds, so like a regular size envelope. I guess it's size number 10, I could be wrong. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that it fits a piece of paper, and you can write a little love note and give it to someone that you love. So yeah, let's get started. Here's the tutorial. I'm using a Furls 6.5 hook, and this is Big Twist Value in the color medium rose. This one, which is Lion Brand, Pound of Love in red. I don't know what color it is. And this is the white Pound of Love from Lion Brand as well. We're going to start with a chain. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I will get back to you with how many chains it is. I ended up chaining 52. So we'll have 50 half double crochets across all the way back, and I'm going to end up folding it in half, and then we will have it that wide, and I'm not sure how tall we will make it, but we'll just see. And now here I am working the 50 half double crochets across the chain. And at this point, you can choose to do the half double crochets along the back bump of the chain, or just work it in the regular chain. Since we will be putting a border on this, it will end up having a finished look no matter how you do it. You can also choose to do a foundation row instead of the chain and the first row. And I'll meet you back here when I finish the half double crochets along the chain. So now we're going to add the second color. So right here we're going to add in the white. We will go ahead and pull it through and chain 2 and tighten up all the ends to ensure that they're in place. Now that you have them all in place, we can start working our wide half double crochets. So the lighting's not super great, but we will do our best here. So you do the half double crochet, but again, instead of going in through the top right there, we are going to go into the in between the stitches. So go ahead and make your half double crochet in there and all the way along the row. So again, not in the top, but between the stitches. And I'm going to continue working in between the stitches for the wide half double crochet until I reach the end of this row, where we will go ahead and add the pink color. So I'll meet you back here. Okay, and here we are at the end, ready to add the pink in. So let's finish up the last stitch, and we are going in right at the chain 2 section of it, and we're going to put in our last white stitch. And then we're going to go ahead and add the pink. So now when you add your pink, just so you know, your yarn will get tangled. So as you're working and turning each time, you might want to move around your balls of yarn or skeins of yarn that you're working from, just to make sure that you don't end up with a tangled mess. So here we are adding the pink, and you will want to just chain 2 like we did with the white, and then pull everything tight so that it is all together and the strings and stuff are where they should be. And now we are going to do the wide half double crochet all the way across all 50 stitches. And here's another good reminder that we are going in between the stitches and not on the top of the stitch as you would normally do a half double crochet. Again, this is the wide half double crochet, so in between those stitches. So here we are at the end with a couple of more pink wide half double crochet stitches to put in. And then I'm going to show you how to go ahead and bring up the red color. So what you want to do is move the pink out of the way, pull it to the side, and bring the red up from the back so that you can go ahead and loosely chain those 2 chains before you turn, and make sure to tighten up that pink to hold in that red loop. So now that you have your 2 chains, you turn your work, get all the strings taken care of, move around the skeins of yarn and balls of yarn that you're working with, and get it all straightened out. And here is my current setup. As you can see, all the different colors are separated on the table, so it's a lot easier to work with and it's easier to untangle. So now that I've done that, you turn your work, and I'm going to work in the wide half double crochet in between each of the stitches all the way across. And I will meet you back here when the red is all the way at the end and I can show you how to move the white up to the next row. Okay, so now that we're finished with the red row, we're going to move the ball of yarn around to get it untangled. And now we're going to draw up the white after getting the red out of the way. So bringing that white yarn up, chain 2 and turn after you tighten up all of those strings. So once we turn it, okay, so now I'm going to fold it in half and try to figure out how many more rows we will want to have this envelope be. So I'm thinking maybe 2 or 3 more sets, and I'll keep going until it's the height that I'm looking for, and then we can move on from there. Okay, so now we are done with the height that I have been looking for, and here you can see on the ends the lines that go up to go from this red to this red, and then it just goes, it continues to go on up that way. And then it's the same on the opposite side for this one. We are going to fold this in half. Okay, so now it's actually the same height. It's just wider, so it's going to look not quite as tall. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and cut off all the ends and weave them in, and we will have a nice clean piece to work with. Okay, we are going to weave in these ends. There's not many of them. There's only the 3 at the beginning and then the 3 at the end. So 6 total. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and do a single crochet, and in the corners we will do between 2 and 3 depending on how it ends up going and working out for it to look like a corner. I think here I ended up doing 3, and so you just go ahead and do single crochets all along that edge to sew it together, or stitch it together, and then go along all the way around the edge with a single crochet. Okay, and now we are at the other side where we folded it over, and I'm going to go ahead and do a single crochet, but I need to do one back and forth. So here we do it in the white, and then in the pink, the next row, I go back a stitch just because they don't line up. They're not fully stacked on top of each other. They're kind of in between. So the red, I came back forward. The white, I will go to the one in the back. See how they're not stacked directly on top of each other? So you kind of have to go back and forth in order for it to do the border correctly. So here I will go to the one in front, and then I will move to the back, the pink one, and then again up front for the red and back for the white, and just do single crochets all along that edge. Okay, so now all 3 edges have the border, and it looks like a nice envelope-ish. Now we just need to make the top flap. Okay, so here we are going to put off the red yarn for a while we make the top flap. Okay, so now we're going to add the flap. We will use the pink yarn, and we will secure it into place by doing a chain, and then we are going to do a wide half double crochet all across the top to get started on the top flap. The wide half double crochet all across the back portion. Remember, we're doing the wide half double crochet. And then we will quickly begin our decreases for this envelope. Okay, and now this is where we are going to start decreasing. So I chain 1, and now I'm going to do a different kind of decrease. I think this ended up being like a double crochet decrease. So I wrapped over, pulled through, and then wrapped again, and pulled through 2, wrapped, went in, came back, wrapped, pulled through 2, wrap, and pull through all. And this helps get rid of some of those decrease marks that were on the other one. So now that we do 1 decrease, I'm going to do the wide half double crochet all the way across until we reach the last 2 stitches, where we will then do another decrease there. And here you can see the decrease that I do on this side as well. Going to chain 1 and turn my work. Okay, now we're going to do another decrease. Go all the way across, and at the very end, the last 2 stitches, do another decrease there. Do another set of decrease stitches. So I wrap, go through, wrap, pull up, go through 2, wrap, go through the second one for the decrease, and then chain 1 and turn the work. And I work it all the way until I reach a good point. Okay, and here you can see that I finished off with 2 decreases and ended up doing that point really well there. Okay, now I'm going to cut off the pink yarn and weave in the ends, and then bring up the red yarn and do the border all the way up and down the flap. And we will be creating the border with a single crochet all along the edge. We will cut off the red yarn and weave in the ends with the needle. So after you weave in all of the ends, you are finished. Congratulations, and I hope you enjoy the envelope.
All right, so thank you for joining me for this tutorial, and let me know if you have any questions or issues with the tutorial, and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. And also, all of my information is in the comments section, so you can email me or find me on Instagram, or whatever is best for you for communicating with me. And if you have any prayer requests, as always, feel free to reach out with those as well. And I will see you next time. Thanks for joining me. Bye.